give him credit for it, obviously. I'm setting up the bill right now. He always just sent the notification on my end on YouTube, pretty much. So come to come to one of my reliable sources, several of my reliable sources on as far as the cons was as well. Here we go, guys. Hold on, let me set the video real quick. Real quick. Second, guys. Second, guys. I just had to get my mic on this one. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, my bad for that phone light. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Okay, guys. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yup. 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 Ch- and expose the narratives of Sony and Apple right now. Uh huh. Yup. Mm-hmm. We won't break it down. We're gonna break it down why Sony and Apple had these narratives right now. Why saying Microsoft sucks. You know, we're gonna break it down why Microsoft's getting it done and PS4 is getting it done in the clutch. In the current series, S's and X's are getting it done in the clutch. In Prime console that comes out in 2026 are coming out in the clutch and they're getting off to a great start on PS4, pun intended, and Series X Prime, pun intended, Series C next year. But anyways, mm-hmm. Changing the narratives and debunking them. Uh huh. Indeed. Indeed. Right. Right. Indeed. Right. Mm-hmm. Uh huh. Indeed. They don't buy it. Sony and Apple don't buy the exclusives. That's not good. That's not good. That's what my argument is with Sony and Apple right now. To debunk the narratives right now. Debunk the narratives right now. You know. Uh huh. That's what Sony and Apple was doing. It destroys that narrative. Sony and Apple destroys that narrative. Sony and Apple. Uh huh. Hmm. What do you mean it's too expensive? You got money, don't you? You got money, don't you? Easy to debunk those narratives just like that, and expose the narratives just like that, and debunk them and debunk them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because that's what separates from me and John from my cousin and Dave Falls being hardcore and not being hardcore. 'Cause I am hardcore on Sony still. More platinums than you. You catch me hardcore, you be alright, you be alright, so because you don't buy your exclusives. You even buy Final Fantasy Rebirth and knowing that Ever Crisis is coming out next year, so you even buy that yet. Or in Rebirth either. You only bought part one. Uh huh. Yeah. I'm not down doing multi buys in school. I'm not down doing multi buys. I'm sure doing multi buys in schools. I'm sure doing multi buys in school. My cousin does. That's just between you and him. Because they have all the first party. Nintendo has all the first party, all the second parties, and third parties, and the independent and retro games. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is Sony and Apple's demise. I'm gonna debunk that shit. I'm gonna debunk that shit. Indeed. Expose Sony and Apple for who they are. It's exclusives, and this is gonna be them aunties of mine. You can't mention the SIE game. That's not first party. That's second party. Ouch. Diamante. Ouch. There's already roasted Sony and Apple on that one, and Diamante on that one as well. Because you don't know the difference between first party, second party, and third party. Mm-hmm. You tell me them why them all that you think Sony is doing so and they're not, And I told Sony and Apple, I said we need to talk, Sony and Apple. We need to talk. Mm-hmm. When you're casual hardcore. This is the channels that casual hardcore have to answer the burning questions right now. Why Sony and Apple is not succeeded. Not succeeded. Right in front of your face. It's not hard, it's not hard for me to finish Paul the Max games, Paul the Batman games, because it don't take them all unless you're going for everything, pretty much. The one I had to finish, the ones I got the trilogy, I had to finish. Well, the Return of Ark, I had to see where I left off, and I had to play that game and get back to where I was on my other accounts and finish where I was storyline wise. I had to finish Arkham Knight. This, 30% cut. Microsoft owns 70% of that cut via Activision and Activision and Bethesda. Mm-hmm. Sony and Apple, casual hardcore. You don't involve your studio. You don't involve your studio. You don't involve your studios. Thank you, Sony and Apple. Thank you. Right. Yes, it is. Convince around Sony and Apple. I just debunked and exposed Sony for who they are. Expose Sony for who they are right now. Cuts. Because you spent thousands and thousands of dollars on Call of Duty microtransactions. On the battle passes, I meant. But anyways, spent almost hundreds, almost thousands on battle passes. That's not good. Uh huh. Right. They sure can't. They sure can't. It's just the money is not there. Told them onto this too, and I told them in all my videos last year, even 2020 and 2020, I told you what's going on with Sony internally. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Told Sony Apple that much. You want to keep denying it, Sony Apple? Yeah. Yeah. Or 60 million console sales. Well, kind of, yeah. Right. The better reality of Sony and Apple right now. Uh huh. You just don't want Microsoft to win Sony Apple, and it will happen. Until now, and now Colin's hitting them like a bitch right now. Colin hitting them like a bitch right now. Way behind the competition as far as being hardcore. Casual hardcore, you be alright. You be alright. But I'm truly hardcore. I'm sorry, I've been there since day one, bro. On PS4 since day one. Since PS3 as well, pun intended. But anyways, gone. Counting Gran Turismo 8, the one that was hoping coming out later on this year or the year after that. They canceled that one too. They said God of War Egypt might come out, but they said that's very slim. That's to be announced still. But yeah, you get the idea. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Thank you, thank you. Saying 30% is on my level, huh? I said, Sony Apple, y'all don't know the difference between your percentages either. Look at all the other games. Well, a lot of people playing old games, the games that were at their peak. The GOAT games. Think about the games that started the new games. You gotta look at everything data-wise, Sony and Apple. The single player eat them so much money, it's not funny, and the single player games are not sustainable, money-wise. Mm-hmm. Right, and they can't get Black Ops 6 because they don't have the storage space to install it. I will have the storage space to install it though. I enjoyed that grind. It's my game of the year for this year. As far as my favorite game I played on Microsoft, so it's my game of the year. Because the multiplayer was fantastic. I just wish the storyline could have been much better, you know? Uh-huh. Because Marathon's in deep shit right now, too. Indeed, man. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Sony Apple, but y'all at the separality right now. It's a win for Microsoft and Nintendo, to be honest. Told Diamante this, too. Told Sony and Apple this, too. Now, I say that again. Y'all not listening right now. Y'all not listening right now. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Right, right. Mm-hmm. And once they do that, that's still right for Sony regardless when Xbox Prime comes out in 2026. The discless console, 2 TB, and Series C, 1 TB, or most likely it's going to be 2 TB for that Series C, but still, yeah. All digital edition. But all the subscription wars. The subscription wars are real. The Sony tax is real. I know my cousin goes to the Xbox tax will give him my level. I said Sony tax is real. Who been paying for the membership? Been me. The Sony tax is real indeed. Mm-hmm. What Sony gonna do right now, Sony Apple? Because they got nothing coming. And I told you this. Thank you. All the Call of Duties, in fact, on Cloud Gaming and Cloud Gaming Store. Uh-huh. Think about it when Cloud Gaming Store comes out. Deuces. Okay, God, that's the end of the video, pretty much. So, like I was saying, guys, because that Cloud Gaming Store is coming soon enough. And once that Cloud Gaming Store and they add YouTube, Twitch, and Spotify, be, be a Cloud Gaming Store as well. They add the Cloud Gaming. That's a wrap for Sony, like I said. I told them all to this. I told Sony Apple. Nobody was listening right now. Sony done themselves in a serious hole. Now they switched too many CEOs. They've lost all this money. GameStop is shutting down. Certain game studios shutting down because of layoffs. Also, no first parties. All they got is second parties and third parties, and then money hat and games, like I told them out there in Sony Apple too. Sony Apple, we need to talk. We need to talk. Cause I know you're gonna say, well, I said about getting welfare pass. I said, well, the Sony, the Sony tax is real. Cause I've been paying for the merch since I was 16. The Sony tax is real. Whether you like it or not. You know how much I'd have been spending on games if I had got the rest of those games. If I didn't get those games for I'd have been spending beyond hundreds. I'd have been thousands and thousands of dollars on discounts. Xbox Game Pass on is the best value in gaming. And that PlayStation Plus Extra, just the Capcom games included, is the best value in gaming. Both memberships, I can say Extra is better than Premium because Premium, yes, they had the PS3 games, but they don't have all the PS3 games until they add the emulator later on, obviously. So, like I said, Sony Apple's in deep shit. And I told Sony Apple this. They don't got no first parties. The game starts shutting down. Ben told you to get Black Ops 6 out, but you didn't want to listen, obviously. I even sent you links for external hard drives a while ago because you're going to need that space to install again. That game's going to be on 600 gigabyte by the time it gets to the last season. Also, I just got the Prestige 8 on Call of Duty Black Ops as of yesterday, so I'm already Prestige 8 down, 3 to go for Prestige granted. 3 more Prestiges to go. But anyways, like I was saying, obviously, and I added all those friends on Xbox Cloud Gaming as well. People that can relate to me for being hardcore and having multi-platforms and building ready before I was playing all the Call of Duties pretty much. But like I was saying, because by the time they hit that cloud gaming store and they show that showcase in June, and they show all those Call of Duties are coming to Game Pass Ultimate or Shadow Drop on Game Pass Ultimate, like I said, and then you got them 4, 5, and 6 once that comes out. Once 4 comes out later on this year, and 5 comes out the year after, and the 5 comes out in 20, and 6 comes out in 2027. But anyways, Breakdown comes out this year. That's a wrap for Sony, like I said. Because they're in the cloud gaming store, and they're going to add Spotify, YouTube, and Twitch to the cloud gaming to the point they're going to take the beta word off of there. We're in the all digital era now. We're in the AI era now. Physical media is going away too. These are the things that my cousin doesn't want to talk about. He don't want to talk about the game stocks are shutting down. He don't want to talk about why Sony had all these layoffs, why Sony didn't switch too many CEOs, why the games were flopping, rushing, and being rehashed and rebuilt and remade and half-assed. And two, why games are flopping too. He don't want to talk about all these other topics and why the games are failing and why the games are not succeeding. And certain games are still shut down, and why he don't want to talk about the game stocks shutting down because they're not doing good as a business right now. So like I said, Sony and Apple's in Detroit. Sony, we need to talk. We need to talk. Because this is ridiculous. You're not going to go a whole nother year without talking about this, man. You went most of last year without talking about it. You went barely even 20 talking about it as well. Because reality is just setting for Sony and Apple right now, like I said. No first parties. All those CEO switches. Jim Ryan is gone. Herman Holtz got demoted. All those layoffs. Gaming's still shutting down. The GameStop's shutting down. Only stores are going to stay open to GameStop retro stores because GameStop had to open them. So they didn't open those stores. GameStop was gone, period. They were long gone before they opened those retro stores. Those only stores are going to stay open. So the only damn out he gets is physical media. He had to go to GameStop retro to get the physical media still. And I've been told them all this too. If you're going to get your physical media, you have to go to GameStop retro now. The retro store that's near your location. Because the current store that you go to is going to be shutting down soon. These are the topics that my cousin doesn't want to talk about because he's casual hardcore. He don't want to involve his studios. He'd rather play the same stuff like it's okay and it's not. You limit yourself for all your studios. There's a lot of games you could have played. No, I bought every game for Sony last year from 2023 and 2024 and 2022 and 2021 and 2019 and 2020 hours that you could have played and finished. And probably had more trophies by now. But no, you wanted to play Call of Duty and Madden and Naruto. Well, now you don't have Call of Duty now. Now you're down to Madden and Naruto. And Warzone. Because once that EA deal for Madden 2020, Madden was surprised 2K's about to take that over. I told you that a while ago. A few weeks ago, in fact. Last month, in fact. So like I said, these are the topics he don't want to turn because he know I had the reliable sources, the pay stubs, to shut them up and debunk the narratives of what's going on with Sony and Apple right now and expose them for who they are. She got me on Explorer 2, Furry Kingdom, Masuga Ishi for tell me Ishi, took your close friend, accept your close friend because he wants down troublemaker pretty much. Also, you got me on Alpha 4859 bit Xbox Cloud Gaming and my other Xbox account, pun intended. I have two. I gotta figure out what that gamer tag. Know the game I just forgot. But you got me on both of those Xbox gamer tags. Subscribe to me, Raise Power, nickname moderate. Royal Hutch 6, Royal Hutch Podcast, nickname moderate. As for Sony for us, for Sony Podcast, nickname moderate. And News Hutch 1, the channel I started next to Legal AF, Michael Popak as well. You can subscribe to me on News Hutch 1 as well. Those are all four of my YouTube channels. You can follow me on Instagram, add me on Instagram too. Follow me on Instagram, add me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, add me on Facebook. Follow me on TikTok, add me on TikTok as well. So you got all my links right there. See, there you go. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. You got all my PSNs. You got all my Xbox accounts. As far as the two I got, obviously. Oh yeah, you can add me on Spotify, Hut 11, News Hutch 1 on Spotify, and also Nyami Masai on Spotify as well. But you got all my YouTube channels, obviously, for subscription. You can subscribe to me. If you see my name, make sure you subscribe to me, and I'll set it pretty much. If I subscribe to you, pretty much. But like I said, Sony don't want to talk about all the topics at hand, and that don't want to talk about all the topics because I had reliable sources. Sources that I followed from the past one since the year started. But this has been a good year for us content creators. It's been a good year so far, good couple months so far. So like I said, Sony and Apple's in deep shit. They don't want to talk about all the topics going on. And this is kind of sad for Sony and Apple because if it wasn't for Microsoft, Apple was out of the phone industry and it wasn't going to have phones in existence right now. Sony and Apple, we need to talk. We need to talk. I know John's been waiting to talk about this for the longest and been waiting to talk about the split of beans for the longest. It's been holding his truth in. Need to tell you the truth right now what's going on with Sony because they're Mutton Hatton games. They had all these layoffs. He don't want to talk about all the times I just mentioned a few minutes in the first few minutes in this video. He want to talk about all the times I obviously want to talk about because he knows I'm telling the truth and I'm not lying about this. He thinks I'm making them up and I'm not. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. But I'll tell you my PSNs again. As for Glory 2, Glory Kingdom, let's get He 4, Chummy Ishin, Timmy Town 64, so your close friend request, you know, I try to make it pretty much. My cloud gaming tag line is my cloud gaming is Alpha 4859. You can add me on my other Xbox account as well, a backup account as well. I gotta figure out what that gaming tag is. I know I said it obviously, but you can add me on Facebook, find me on Facebook as well. Add me on TikTok, find me on TikTok as well. Add me on Facebook, find me on Facebook as well. Subscribe to me on YouTube as well. You send me the close friend requests. I'm going to keep those close friend requests coming, guys. Keep those friend requests on my PSN accounts. I'm approaching my friends limit slowly but surely. And also add me on Alpha 4859 as well. Keep those close friend requests coming. I want to make sure I reach my friends limit so way I can get more subscribers on YouTube as well, pun intended. But okay, guys, I ended the video right there. That was a great video. I just wanted to show you PG Fight School's video, obviously. Yeah, this is... But more videos coming today, guys, as well. So stay tuned, stay tuned. Yeah, this is... Yeah.